Hi, my name is Joe Bartolomeo. I'm a Social Security disability lawyer. I have offices in Hillsboro, Oregon and Astoria, Oregon. I represent folks who are seeking disability benefits, usually on appeal and usually at hearing at the Office of Hearings Operations in Portland, Oregon. And in today's video, I'm going to run through or discuss the Social Security fee agreement and how that works. Now, I know on my website I have an article about this, and I might even have a video that I forgot about that talks about the fee agreement with Social Security disability, but I'm making sure because many of the clients that come in to talk to me have not been working, they have no income or very little income, and one of the main concerns they express is, how am I going to pay for a lawyer to help me with the Social Security disability claim? So that's what this video is about. And really it's to put you at ease, because the bottom line is you do not have to come up with any money and pay an attorney fee up front when you're hiring somebody to help you with a Social Security disability claim. And the reason for that is the Social Security statute regulates the involvement of attorneys and representatives who are folks that aren't attorneys, but who are allowed to or have been given approval to represent disability claimants. That is all regulated, and part of what's regulated is the fee agreement. So let me talk a little bit about the terms of the Social Security fee agreement and how lawyers get paid and when they get paid. So when I have a fee agreement and I go through it with my clients on the first visit and I explain it in great detail, and I'm going to kind of do that right now, and I'm going to do it by memory because I can remember almost all of the provisions in the fee agreement. So let's talk about the attorney fee part. That's the most important part. So there are two ways attorneys get paid with a Social Security claim. In both of these situations, the attorney has to be successful. And in my injury claims, we call that the contingent part of the fee agreement. So my fee is only going to happen when I am successful in obtaining benefits for my client. And when I do, there are two ways I can get paid. One way is to submit a fee petition to the judge. And a fee petition is where I keep track of the time that I have in on the case and submit a form. And I also submit a declaration, which is like an affidavit. And I submit records of my time spent on the case. And I submit that to the judge. We call it a fee petition. And the judge looks it over. And my client gets to look at it and weigh in on whether they agree with it or not. So the way the fee petition works is I fill out a form. We call it a fee petition. And in that form, I ask for a specific amount of money. That's based on the time that I have in on the case. And I keep track of that. And I show the judge all of the time that I have in on the case. I have a log of everything that I've done. And then I propose an hourly fee. And I come up with a dollar figure and I make a request for that fee. And my client gets to weigh in on that. And they can agree or not agree with that. And I submit that fee petition to the judge and they approve it. Now, there's a ceiling to how much money I can recover, and that is 25% of the retroactive fee. 25% of the retroactive benefit. So if we won your case and you've been disabled for 2 years, Social Security figures out how much money should we have paid that person for the last 2 years of disability, and they will pay the attorney 25% of that, but it can't go above $6,000. That's the cap. So with a fee petition, there's a cap on how much we can earn, and but we will provide a proposed amount based on the time in on the case. So that's the first way that an attorney can get paid. The other way, and this is the way I do it, is a flat percentage of the retroactive fee. So the way that works is my fee is 25% of the retroactive benefit, but it cannot go above $6,000. So for example, if my client wins and we get $4,000 in retroactive benefits, my fee will be $1,000. But if we have a case that goes on for a long time, for whatever reason, maybe it goes up on appeal and comes back, and we have a second hearing, then, and my client, maybe they're entitled to $40,000 in retroactive benefits, my fee is not $10,000, it's $6,000 because that's the cap. I can only make $6,000 on the case. So that fee arrangement has to be approved by the judge. So we give Social Security at the very beginning of the case, we give them a copy of our fee agreement. And when we win a case, the judge reviews the fee agreement and approves it. And then what happens is when the payment center figures out the retroactive benefit, they will hold out the fee and then they will pay my client the retroactive and they will pay my fee. So that's how the fee agreement works. Now, there are other parts of the fee agreement that talk about whether it's 25% of certain kinds of disability benefit. There's SSI, which is supplemental security income, and then there's Social Security disability insurance, and it'll talk about the fee agreement addresses. Is it 25% of just one of those benefits or 25% of both? And so our fee agreement covers that. Our fee agreement also covers costs. Costs are the kind of things that we as a firm spend money on to prepare the case and build the case. That is usually the cost of obtaining medical records. We have ways of getting those medical records for little or no money. And so we cover costs. And there is also a provision that talks about what happens if the case is appealed and how that works. So our fee agreements, I think it's like a page and a quarter, and I go through all the aspects of the fee agreement and cover that with the client. But that's the attorney fee agreement for Social Security disability. The idea behind it is to give the disability claimant, that's the person seeking disability, access to legal representation. So it's an easy thing for somebody to do. It's an easy way to get an attorney involved. You're not having to put money out. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have other questions, you can click the contact link on the top of this video if it's on my website. And then if you're looking at this on YouTube, it's down here somewhere. Contact us with questions. If we're not able to help you with the case, we will find somebody who can, or at the very least, we will point you in the right direction and give you some resources. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's helpful. Take care.